doctor.
Parmalat First Growth Milk with added vitamins and minerals for life's little firsts.
Parmalat.
Thanks, Justine. Looks scrumptious as always. Now, there's a lot of truth to the maxim, you are what you eat, except when it comes to toddlers. Feeding your kids on the sweets they all crave is not going to make them sweet children. We do know for certain that a child's physical and mental development is inextricably linked to good nutrition, so just filling their tummies is not enough. Megan, as the co-author of Feeding Sense, what really is important when it comes to toddlers' nutrition?
You know, for the first 3 years of life, there's an enormous amount of development that goes on. So for a start, your baby's brain is growing, and until they're 3 years old, growing at an exponential rate. So you're forming all these little connections in the brain cells, and you need the nutritional compounds that actually make up those brain cells. So that's the first thing that's important. Okay. The second thing we know about toddlers, and any mum of a toddler will tell you this, is that they're exhausting because they're just so busy. And so for all this busyness and this interaction with the world, they need a high caloric diet as well. So lots and lots of calories that can actually fill them up as well. But like you pointed out, not sweets and empty calories, but calories made up of wonderful things like iron and vitamins and minerals and fatty acids, which are what is important for the brain development. Okay. And then thirdly, they also need to be able to sleep well, and your diet during the day can actually provide that as well.
Now, what role does milk play in that?
Milk is very important. It's one of the food groups that we really do want to focus on. In the first year of life, milk is really of primary importance. Absolutely. Whereas when you get into the toddler years, it starts to take on a slightly less of an importance, but certainly it is still very important in the toddler years.
And why? I mean, there's obviously the calcium in the milk, but there's all sorts of nutrients that are essential for that brain development.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, there are certain essential fatty acids and proteins that are in milk. Milk is not terribly high in protein when you compare it to things like meat, but it is important from that perspective. It has a lot of calcium, and calcium is important for bone growth, for muscles, for hair, for all that type of thing. It has vitamin D, which allows the calcium to be absorbed. I mean, there's actually more calcium in spinach, for instance, but there's not enough vitamin D, so your body doesn't absorb it. So it's very important from that perspective. And then there's some iron as well, which is also very important.
Now, does cow milk or cow's milk have all of that, or do we need some enhanced milk?
No, absolutely. I mean, cow's milk is really what we encourage mums to move on to from about a year of life. So for the first 6 months, we'd say to mum, breast or bottle is your primary, or formula milk is of primary importance. The next 6 months, it's still important, but you're wanting to focus on solid food, and at a year of age, you actually move your babies off formula and onto good full cream cow's milk, and the full cream is important at that age.
Why? No low fat? No fat?
No, definitely not. No fat, zero fat milk you actually don't give to children at all, really. Children need the fats in milk. If you've got a slightly overweight baby, you can start or toddler, you can start to move them onto 2% milk when they're kind of over 3 or 4 years of age, but really for the little one, full cream milk's the best.
Is there enough iron in cow's milk?
What often happens is that iron is actually found in things like meat and spinach, but what happens with toddlers is that they don't want to eat, and they don't want to eat meat. They definitely don't get enough iron, so fortified milk has become something that mums can look out for.
And how much milk, Megan?
Yeah, getting the balance is always the difficult thing with toddlers. You need at least 4 servings of milk, or at least 3 or 4 servings of milk a day, of dairy a day. And that dairy can take the form of cheeses and yogurts and that type of thing. But really what I like to say to mums is give them about 150 mils of milky tea in the morning, and then definitely a full 250 ml bottle of milk in the evening, cow's milk. And then through the day, you can slot all the milk in your recipes. So things like smoothies, for instance, as a snack is really great, because you can put the fruit in with the milk. And so there you've got a really nice fortified snack, for middle of the morning, and then white sauces and that type of thing, which have milk in them.
Does there come a point in a toddler's life where no more bottle, you come to an end, no more dairy, or will we always be needing dairy to a degree for the rest of the life?
No more bottle, no more dairy, 2 different questions. True. No more bottle has to disappear at some point, but certainly having milk in a sippy cup is something that is absolutely fine, and in fact, going all the way through the school years, it's really good. Milk has actually got something in it that helps you sleep well as well, tryptophan, and that's really something mums want to have for their children as they go into school-going age, so milk's great for life.
Fantastic. Meg, thanks so much. As always, great insights, particularly when it comes to toddler nutrition, which we know is so much more than just filling a mouth for fullness' sake. It's about filling it with the right stuff at the right time.
Parmalat First Growth Milk with added vitamins and minerals for life's little firsts.
Parmalat.